What I mean specifically is that before you wonderful people were elected, black people had two unquestioned figures of authority in the black community. Now, I want to make it very clear, I did not mean to infer or imply that you can, even if you want to, exclude the black teacher and the black preacher temporarily, and you will determine how long you have the political momentum. Only you will determine how long you keep it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I want to see some hands in the back here, and I want to recognize some of the...
Will we bring to those council meetings the kind of questions that we bring and fuss to you about? We must all be a part, everybody. Some of the preachers couldn't have a meeting until the board said so. Some wanted to but couldn't. So we represent all of these people. Some of the teachers couldn't come to meetings because they knew if they did the next morning, they wouldn't have bread. So it was the first time for all of us. So I don't think we should criticize the preacher and the teacher and all these people. Let's go back to our community and give our people what they have given us. They gave us the vote, and let's show them that we will change things. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
One of the things about history is that it contains a tragic element of irreversibility. Opportunities are unique. Once a thing is done, it's done. You can't reverse the order of time. We have this tremendous opportunity. What are we going to do with it? This is what you got to confront. This is what I've got to confront. This is what every black man has to confront.
Now, as Mr. Nixon explains it, black capitalism means that General Motors will be given tax credits to come into my community and yours to set up a factory that will hire and train black people and perhaps even will be managed by black people. Now, that's wonderful. It's fantastic and terrific. But that is by no stretch of the imagination black capitalism. That is white capitalism, coming once again into the black community to take from us the only thing we have to offer, and that is our labor. Instead, we ought to be interested in something else. And here comes a terrible, dirty word. We ought to be interested in community socialism. We ought to be interested in the kind of economic development in our communities that will not just give us jobs, but will give the community the profit as well. Now, they may have had some other first choice, but that first choice was denied them by an assassin in Los Angeles. They may even have had, like I did, a second choice, but that was denied them in Chicago by democracy. So therefore, they voted for Mr. Humphrey. He represented some warmth to them, while one can only find coldness in the iciness one gets from watching the new Nixon. So while we were voting one way, that is, all the black people in this country were voting one way, the rest of the country voted another. The rest of the country chose a man who said he didn't expect to get black people's votes and therefore never tried to get